Alright, boys and girls, and old and young people, I'm going to share something for the Drummer's Success Series, which a lot of people are not going to agree with, but I don't care, because this is what makes a drummer successful. Or all these things I'm going to share in the next bunch of videos are what makes drummers successful. So a lot of people hate this particular thing that I'm going to talk about today, which is the metronome. Oh my God, I can't even tell you how many pages on Facebook and Instagram and, you name it, YouTube videos, comments that I see, oh, I don't need a metronome. I'm my own metronome. I've never worked with a metronome. I've played to records. I've done this, I've done that. And they claim that their time is flawless, but let me tell you something. If they've ever worked with a metronome, I guarantee you they hated it because it showed them where they're messing up, and they've been told by people all their life how good they are, and then the metronome told them different, and then they're like, oh, I can't have this. Oh no, my ego can't have this. So let me tell you something. Boom, right there. If your time really sucks, right? If you can't use a metronome, and that's a regular thing amongst professional musicians. If you can't hang with the metronome, there's about 1,000 other drummers that are ready to jump on that bandwagon because the metronome makes you better. All right? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at some of the things it does. All right? So one of the things that the metronome does, okay, it makes you aware. You can't spell, apparently. Aware. Oh, what does it make you aware of? Well, for starters, it makes you aware of where your imbalances are in your playing, right? I mean, because if you're falling off, well, clearly you're not sharp as a drummer. And that's okay because, everyone has trouble with the metronome. I don't care who you are. I have trouble with it. Steve Gadd has trouble with it. Thomas Lang, Dave Weckl. I mean, we're not machines, but we know that we need to be sharp drummers. All right? And the reason why I'm talking about myself and these drummers together is because, no one's an exception. Nobody. Okay? I mean, I hear people say, Lars Ulrich, he's terrible because he doesn't, his time is terrible. Well, yeah, but in the studio, he's using a click. I'm sure he hates it, but live, who cares? Live, who cares? So, he's in Metallica. I don't know what to tell you, But anyway, here we go. So it makes you aware. Try to play slowly with the metronome. Guaranteed you're going to hate it. Guaranteed. But you know what? The thing is, the more you work with the metronome, the more it becomes your friend, right? You want it to be your friend, okay? Second thing it does, it sharpens, okay? Sharpens your playing skills. It sharpens you, okay? How does it do that? Well, if you're not used to being on the ball, okay, when the metronome makes you keep the time on the ball, right, it really sharpens your skills as a player. You become, in other words, accuracy, right? It sharpens your accuracy. How's that? It sharpens your accuracy, okay? The only reason I know that is because I've worked with a metronome, okay? That's the thing. The metronome makes you a better player. There's just no doubt about it. It helps you. And the only way you're going to figure that out is if you actually go ahead and do it. But, a lot of people aren't going to go ahead and do it. And that's what I tell my students is just do it. Like Nike, the Nike logo or their slogan or whatever. Just do it. You don't have to intellectualize it. Just do it. take it and have at it. I mean, really, it's not, but people aren't going to do it. A lot of people are not going to do it. They're going to make up excuses why they can't do it. Let me tell you something. With a metronome, there's no excuses, okay? I got news for you. No excuses when it comes to metronome. That's the thing. The metronome tells you, yeah, there's no excuses, all right? Either I help you or I don't allow, you don't allow me to help you. That's what the metronome tells you. Either I can help you or you don't allow me to help you, because if you don't work with the metronome, it won't help you. You won't help yourself, okay? So third thing, right? Space. Makes you aware of space, right? Space between notes, right? So that's a space, what I just did. 2 notes, ding, ding, right? That's a space, and it has to be consistent. Consistent space. The metronome will show you the distance between notes in a space, okay? And sorry, you know what? Let me try that again. I'm not going to edit this shit. The notes in between those spaces are consistent. All right? That space in between notes are consistent. Boom. 4 notes, consistent. That's what the metronome will show you, right? Slow to fast. That's what it's going to show you. All right? And you know what? You will find where you stumble in the when you work with a metronome. And by the way, you don't have to work with the metronome all the time. You can, let's say in your practice session, let's say number 4, right? It helps your practice session, right? It helps your practice, right? Oh, that's a stupid little C. Helps your practice, right? If you do just 5 minutes, here we go, abbreviation, 5 minutes of metronome practice a day in your practice, instead of, messing around like you usually do, you will see tremendous results. This thing's very wobbly. You'll see tremendous results. I've gotten people, emails and messages from Messenger, on Facebook saying, "Hey Zach, how do I develop my speed?" Stuff like that. It's always speed. And I say, actually, there's one kid. He's like, "How do I develop my speed?" And I'm like, "How often do you work with the metronome?" And he's like, "A little." And I go, "More like a little nothing?" And then he goes, "Often," which really means not at all. That's what that means. If I hear, "Oh, a little bit," well, you know what? I know it means not at all. That's the thing. It's either all or nothing at all, right? That's the thing. Not at all basically tells me where that drummer is at. Okay, so you can Google any professional drummer. Thomas Lang, Dave Weckl, Steve Gadd, Tommy Igoe, any of these guys, I don't care who it is, they've all worked with a metronome. So why are you exempt from that? How are you an exception? Please explain that to me. I don't understand that. Okay, so anyway, look, there's gonna be a lot of people that freak out about this, but here it is. Circle this with a nice circle. Metronome, right? That will determine a lot of your success right there, right? Because things have to feel good. And you know what? If things feel good and everything's right on track and everything feels good, the groove feels good, people are going to dance. And guess what? Things feel good when people dance, right? When you dance, don't it feel good? When you have a drummer that's right on it, don't it feel good? You want to dance, and that's, boom, they pay. Okay, so here it is. That's it. And right there. If you did nothing but work with a metronome, oh my God, your playing would skyrocket. So that's all I'm going to share today. I really don't care about the comments, to be honest with you, because I know people are going to be like, oh, I don't need a metronome. Well, you know what? Don't even bother leaving a comment if that's how you feel about it, right? Because I'm not going to pay attention to that, and I'm pretty sure all the drummers that know better, like myself, are not going to even give that the time of day. So you might as well just, I really hope you've turned this off if you're one of those, to be honest with you, because everyone knows that shtick already. That it just, no, don't even bother. Okay, so if you ever want to be a successful drummer, boom, that's part of it. So there you go. I definitely recommend working with the metronome. This is the biggest piece of advice I could ever give a drummer. Okay, so have at it. Make the metronome your friend, and I'll talk to you next time.